Hi, it's Lee from Vital Karting. We are back after 4 months. Sorry, being a dad has consumed my life. We are back with the CRG KT4, which has been supplied by St. George Kart Centre. So I keep talking about these new chassis designs with the Kart Republic and the new Arrow X6.2, where the waist is slightly different. But let's rewind back to 2012, 2015. CRG made a kart called a Zanardi that had very much a chassis design like the one we have here with Dino Chiesa, who, guess what, he is the boss man at Kart Republic now. So CRG have been doing this type of chassis design for a long time. This kart looks very similar to the 2017 Zanardi kart. I keep calling it the new chassis design, but it has been going on with CRG for many years. This kart is 30-32, so the cross rail is 32, longitudinal rails are 30. Now let's have a look at some of the key features of the CRG KT4. So on the CRG KT4, like I explained, the chassis design does come in the middle, but these long rails from the back seem to take a turn a little bit later on, so it's a slightly different design. We have adjustable Ackerman on the steering column. They've got a little do flicky, which we'll show you. They've got these aluminium pedals, and these are the most solid pedals I've seen in the go-kart. Have a look at this. Get in here. Have a look at this. They don't wobble. They are the most solid pedals you've ever seen in your life. They're very good pedals. As we come around, we have magnesium wheels. These wheels are a 67mm PCD at the front, so slightly different stud pattern front to rear, so you can't put your fronts on your back if you ever wanted to do that. Coming around the back, we have all of the gold line. This is a gold line, R line, magnesium hubs, brand new. You have the GLM bearing hangers. So these have 9 different positions. You can go different wheelbases. So basically you can go forward, you can go back, you can go up, and you can go down. So there's lots of different options on the rear end of this kart. You've also come around here, we've got the V11 brakes on this one. They do have the V13s, which are the anti-lock ones, but I like these ones here. They look beautiful in gold. Coming through to one of the best things about a CRG, it's not even a CRG part, the Sniper wheel liners. These things are the best. Matte black chassis, I like matte black, doesn't get dirty. Leather suede steering wheel, really thick sticky. All the chrome on these karts are like schmick. All the parts are just beautiful. The CRG axles are really nice. Magnesium wheels, CRG plastics. Now that you've seen the whole kart, let's get on track and see how it goes. So we just went out for our first session. It has rained previously. In Adelaide, it's very humid weather. As you can see, I'm sweating up, but it's very humid here today. In summer, it's usually dry as a bone, but we've had heaps of rain. So the track's been washed. It's a bit dusty and gritty on the track, so the track's pretty slow, but this kart has an amazing amount of mid-corner grip. So once you get the kart into the corner, it's just got all this grip, and it seems to still release off the corner pretty well. So what I've noticed is this heaps and heaps of mid-corner grip, but when I was driving it then on the first session, as I turn, it would be very vague and nothing would happen straight away. We've already got the most Ackerman we can have in it, but with the new stub axles on the CRG, they've only got 1 hole, like the OTK. In previous karts, they've had ones with like 4 holes, so you got a few options with the Ackerman. So basically what I'm going to do is just give it 1 little click of caster for the next session, hoping to get a little bit more turn in straight away on track, and hopefully it'll give me a bit better feel on the wheel. So what we're doing, we're playing with the Sniper adjuster. So have a look at this. You can go forwards and you can go backwards. There's like a toothed design. So it was just in the middle like so. What I'm doing is just going 1 little bad boy back, tighten it back up, check the wheel alignment. I'll probably take the wheels off and do it properly. I'm just gonna move it 1 click back to give me a little bit more initial steer. Don't ever forget my favorite one, the factory line Motul chain lube. Get it in ya. Next up, we're going out again, a bit more caster, second session. So hopefully there's a bit less rubbish on the track, and we'll see how we go. session, we gave it a little bit more caster to give it a little bit more turn in. So we went quicker overall. It was better through the tight part of the track, but through the S's and the sweeper, it just was a little bit nervous on the rear. So what I'd like to do, but I don't have, is put a front torsion bar and just put it back to standard caster setting. I think that might just give it that little bit initial turn in, but that's all I'd really change from standard. It's got heaps and heaps of mid-corner grip. So once you get it into the corner, it's hooked up and it's really, really grippy in the mid-corner again. So far it's going well. All right, we have finished our testing with the, there's flies. We have finished our testing with the CRG KT4 at the Southern Go Kart Club. We've run through all of our parameters today, simulated the race meeting, and we're gonna go through the speed. So the speed is a 46.3, so very, very similar to every one of the other karts. It is very slippery out here today, so there is a bit more potential in this one, I think. Handling characteristics. This kart has a lot of mid-corner grip. There's a little bit loose on the initial turn-in. For me, in the last couple of sessions, what I did, I put it back to the central caster, widen the rear front wheels a little bit to try and get it to turn in a bit better. It was better, it just wasn't exactly how I wanted it. So if I was to race this kart, I'd potentially put like a plastic front bar in and maybe a different stub axle with the extra Ackerman adjustment on it, and maybe put some seat stays on, but that's all I'd really touch. To be honest, I didn't really like the wheels when I first started, but as the day got on, I think I liked them more. Once again, there's a little tricky bit with the stud pattern. They are a 67 PCD, so different size front stud pattern to the rear, so you can't put your fronts on the back. Now, tyre wear, as per usual, brand new track, happy days. We used our 14.5 PSI all day and they hardly wore out. Dry kart weight, exactly the same as the OTK and the Kart Republic. Now, adjustability, the same as every other go-kart, but what I really like about it is the sniper front end and the rear end. I'll do the dance for you. Side, side, up, down. So the back is really easy to adjust, the wheelbase, ride height and everything like that. So really good adjustability in the front and the rear. The only thing I didn't like, the stub axle didn't have extra Ackerman adjustment on it. So when I wanted that initial turn in, I didn't get it. They have really good components as well. So all the footrests, the pedals. This is one of the most solid brake pedals you've seen in go-karting. Everyone that's had a look at this kart today has gone, oh, that brake pedal is really solid. And it is, and they're really, really good brakes as well. All right, so price, you can buy these online at sgkarts.com or at St. George Kart Centre or any one of their dealers around Australia for $63.99. So it's sort of in the middle. The Kart Republic's about 6'7", 6'8". The Arrows are about 5'9" now, and don't come with a seat. So it's sort of around the money for all the karts. As quick as everyone. I think they're all pretty much the same speed, right? It's just where you like to go, what race team you're dealing with, what karts you like, do you like the parts? There are a few little like quirks to every kart, like even in the seat position. In every other kart, the engine seat stay goes like this and curves, so you sit a bit closer to the engine. In this one, it goes straight up, so you feel like you're sitting to the left a little bit. You know what? I think this is going to be the dark horse for the AKC 2024. You saw in the summer series, Tyler Howard won the Rock GP class in this very kart with the TF Race Engines team. Now, they used to run Pierce Lehane and CRG products for years and won absolutely everything. So this is my little tip for the AKC 24 X30 class. Tyler Howard is going to be on the podium in the CRG KT4. So if you're interested in one of these SG karts, all the details in below. We will see you guys at round 1 of Australian Kart Championship here, Bolivar Raceway. For round 1, should be over 400, 450 entries to start off 2024. So we'll be back and we'll see you soon. Don't forget, guys, like, subscribe, let us know what you want to see. I'm still trying to get the Paralon, so Chris Walton, give me one. And Lincoln from Techno Karts Australia has promised me a go-kart. So we've got 2 coming up. I still want to get the energy as well. Come on, Kian Fothergill, give me something. Anyway, we'll see you soon. Bye.